Hello, my name is Karen and I'm going to give you a quick guide to our unparametric oxygen microsensors. This introduction will focus on the most important measuring characteristics of the oxygen sensor. If you would like in-depth information and details about oxygen sensors, please see the lecture about Unisense unparametric microsensors. This is a couple of photos of Unisense type oxygen sensors. We make them with different cables and connectors so they can be applied both in the lab and in the field, including shallow and deep sea applications. This is a schematic drawing of an oxygen sensor. It consists of a tapered glass casing, a gas permeable silicone membrane, a gold working electrode, a reference electrode, and a guide electrode. Oxygen diffuses in through the membrane towards the working electrode, where it is reduced on the negatively polarized working electrode. The electrons for reducing oxygen is supplied from the silver reference electrode. This results in a current which can be related to the gas partial pressure. The guide electrode ensures that oxygen dissolved in the electrolyte is consumed, so the baseline current is kept as small as possible. All these electrodes are submerged in an alkaline electrolyte for charge balancing. Oxygen is reduced in 2 steps to hydroxide ions on the working electrode, and the electrons are supplied by oxidizing silver atoms to silver ions on the reference electrode. Detailed specifications are shown on our website. I will, however, elaborate on a few of the most important sensor specifications. Unisense microsensors are handmade, and our skilled technicians can customize sensors to obtain the best possible sensor characteristics and design for your specific application. The model name indicates the sensor type and tip size, meaning an OX50 is an oxygen sensor with a 50 micrometer tip. We produce them with standard tip diameters from 10 to 500 micrometers, but can customize them with tip sizes from 3 to 800 micrometers. Besides the tip size, we can customize the design of the tip to be more or less slender, as well as the body length and shape. Please see our tip selection guide to get more information about choosing the right tip size for your application. The detection limit and sensitivity is strongly influenced by the experimental design, but a standard oxygen sensor has a detection limit of 0.3 micromolar. We can, however, make the oxygen sensors with a detection limit down to 50 nanomolar. For measurements of oxygen in the lower nanomolar range, we recommend our stock sensors. An oxygen microsensor responds fast to changes in oxygen partial pressure. The smallest of the standard sensors have a 90% response time of a few seconds, whereas the larger ones have a response time about less than 10 seconds. It is possible to modify the response time for all of these types of sensors and obtain a response time down to 0.3 seconds. We can modify and adapt our oxygen sensors in many ways, making them useful for a broad range of applications. We can build the sensors into needles to protect the fragile glass sensors. The needles can be produced with different needle diameters and lengths. You can see the details about this on our website. The most robust version is the OX-NP, which is this one, and it is made for penetrating membranes of closed incubations without any gas exchange. With a protection cap like this one, the sensor tip is protected and it can be used for bulk measurements in larger samples. For our microrespiration system, the sensor is mounted in a special guide and it has a long slender tip so it can easily be inserted into the small chambers in the microrespiration system. The sensor body can also be made of steel with threads, so it can be screwed into pipe systems or incubators. We can also build the sensors into different gas-tight flow cells, ranging from transparent glass flow cells like this one, to pressure-tolerant steel swage-lock flow cells like this one, and peak flow cells like this one. If you have any special requests regarding adaptations, please do not hesitate to contact us. We would be happy to discuss your application and find a suitable solution. Thank you for watching this Unisense microsensor lecture. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to contact us at sales@unisense.com.